What are you guys doing? Uh-oh. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to everyone. You can find a seat, get your siddur, relax as we begin our service. We are praying out of Siddur Lev Shalem, and we'll start on page 5 with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachim l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We continue, page 11, Psalm 95. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, nekad mafana betoda. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, Bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, nekad mafana betoda. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, bizmirot naria lo. We continue responsively. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song.
Great is Adonai, and greater sovereign than all other deities.
Form the
Mountain crest to are God's work. The sea is God's work.
Thank you, David.
Dry land was fashioned by God's hand.
Come then, let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees in the presence of Adonai, who formed us.
For Adonai is our God, and we are God's flock, sheep in God's caring hands.
If only you would listen today to God's voice and not become hard-hearted, like the people at Merivah, like the time at Massah, in the desert when your ancestors tried me and tested me, though they had seen what I had wrought.
For 40 years I was troubled by that generation, and I said, these are a people whose hearts have gone astray. They do not know my way, so in anger I swore they would not enter my rest.
Thank you very much. We continue on page 13 with Psalm 96. Emily, would you lead us, please? Yeah, Emily. Tell the nation. Thank you very much, Emily. We continue responsibly on page 15 with Psalm 97. Tina, would you lead us?
Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice.
Clouds of thick darkness surround the divine. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers round about.
Flashes of lightning illumine the land, the earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the master of all the earth.
The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations of God's glory.
Worshippers of idols be shamed for praising false gods. All that is deemed supreme bow before God.
Zion praises and rejoices, the cities of Judah exalt, that you are Adonai pass judgment.
You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine.
Those who love Adonai are faithful. God protects the lives of the faithful, saving them from the hands of the sinful.
Light is sown for the righteous, and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name.
Thank you very much, Tina. We continue page 17 with Psalm 98. Hamizmor shiru ladonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa hoshia lo yimino uzaro wako choadia Adonai Yeshuato leno goyim gilatzit kato Zachar chasta ve'emunato levei Yisrael ra'u cholav se'aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu horiu l'Adonai kol haaretz bitzchum ve'ranenu v'zameru zamru l'Adonai bechinor ve'kol zimara b'chatzot rod ve'kol shofar horiu lifnei HaMelech Adonai hiramayam umalo tevel v'yoshveva neharot yimcha uchaf Yachad harim yiranenu lifnei Adonai kivo lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek v'yamim b'meisharim yalai lalai 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 yalai lalai 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 yalai lalai 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 Ya lai la lai la 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 lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai la lai la lai lai ya lai la lai la lai 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 ya lai lai la lai 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 lai. We continue with Psalm 99, page 19. Dickie, would you lead us? Okay, your lovely wife then. Yeah.
Adonai reigns, nations tremble. The one enthroned amidst the cherubim makes the world quake.
Adonai is great in Zion above all nations. They shall acknowledge your name, saying, Great, great arms are thy Holy One.
A sovereign strength lies in the love of justice, and you forge the paths of truth, judging Jacob righteously and justly.
Exalt Adonai our God. Bow down before God the Holy One.
Moses and Aaron were among God's priests, and Samuel among those who called upon the divine name. Called to you, and you answered them. You spoke to them from amidst the cloud. They kept your covenant and the law you gave them. You answered them, Adonai our God. You are a forgiving God to them, even as you punished them for their transgressions.
Exalt Adonai our God, and bow down at God's holy mountain. For Adonai our God is holy.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lahar kadosho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Thank you very much, Joy. We rise, page 21, for Psalm 29. Mizmor leDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, Havu l'Adonai kavod vos, Havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, Ela kavod hirim Adonai omayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai be'adar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vaishabir Adonai et alzei halvanon, Vayarkidem kemo egel, Levanon v'siryon kemo venreimim, Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechesop nyarot, Uvehechalo kulo merkavod, Adonai lamabul yashav, Yeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz li'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated. We continue with Lechadodi, page 23. Lechadodi lekrat kala penei Shabbat nikabila, Lechadodi lekrat Kala penei Shabbat nikabila, Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmianu elam yuchad, Adonai echad, Ushamahu echad, L'shem ol tiferet v'litila, Lechadodi likrat, Kala penei Shabbat nikabila, Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mikor abiracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sov maaseh b'machshvat chila lecha, dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabila, mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumitzi mitocha hafecha, Rav lach shevet b'yemek habacha, v'uyachamohu alaychem lalecha, dodi lekrat kala penei Shabbat nikabila. We rise as we turn to page 25 for the last stanza of Lechadodi. We face the west to greet the Shabbat bride. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uvetzala, toch emunei am segula, bo'i chala, lecha dodi likrat, kala penei Shabbat nikabila. You may be seated. Page 27, Psalm 92. David, would you lead us, please?
A song of the day of Shabbat. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and to sing your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. You gladden me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. The arrogant do not understand, the fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms, only to be destroyed forever. Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered. As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear. proclaiming, Adonai is upright, my rock, in whom there is no flaw.
Tzadik tamar yifrach, ki erez balvanon yiske shetuli bevet Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim verananim yeyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatabo. We continue on page 29. We have a birthday that's coming up in the next week. Daphna is turning 12. She's going to be our next bat mitzvah next July. Daphna, would you like to lead us responsibly, maybe with your bubby? No? On page 29? No? Is that a no? Okay. Adonai is sovereign, robed in splendor, girded in strength. The earth stands firm, not to be dislodged. From earliest time you are enthroned, you are eternal.
The rivers rise up on the north, the rivers raise up their roar, the rivers raise up their waves. Above the roar of the vast sea and the majestic breakers of the ocean, Adonai stands supreme in the heavens.
In your house, beautiful in its holiness, your testimonies endure, Adonai, for all time. So Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to everyone. This is really great to see this shul filled with people, and it's not even high holidays. Welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for coming out to show our appreciation for someone that we all admire and love, Rick Richburg. President Rich Richburg, or soon to be retired, who has served as president of Agudath Israel Etz Ahayem for 2 terms successively. He stepped up at a time when we really needed steady and strong leadership. And he has maintained his composure and guided us with a gentle, loving, and reassuring hand, and at times letting us all know that we had better step up and help him maintain our shul. In Pirkei Avot, the ethics of our ancestors, it says, the world is based upon 3 principles: on Torah, on serving God, on acts of loving kindness. Rick knowingly has been guided by each of these 3 principles. On Torah, a commitment to learning about Judaism, about its laws and customs, and its philosophical expressions in order to understand what our core principles are. Rick has made a commitment to Judaism, attending my introduction to Judaism classes more than once. Whenever I asked him if he had any questions, he was stoic and said he had none. For more than 2 years, he attended classes, and I repeatedly asked him if he was ready to convert or just liked learning. Stoic to a fault, he said, not yet. Finally, he told me he was ready, and I prepared him for this journey, as I knew in my heart that he had been ready for a long time. When Rick says it's time, then I would take his word for it and not question a thing. On serving God, Rick has attended services religiously for, decades. He has been a constant, sitting in his same seat week after week, month after month, and year after year. He serves God by being present at services and by serving this community, which he has done for more than 2 terms as your president. How has he served this community? Not only in providing good leadership, but by his many accomplishments for Agudath Israel, Etz Ahayem. He, along with help from a few others, secured a Homeland Security grant of almost $100,000 that was put to good use during the pandemic by providing us with security at services and a revamped security system, complete with over 17 cameras, that we can view our entire surroundings from our main office. We also recently changed to a new security system which required his steady hand to manage. He guided the move for the Jewish Federation of Central Alabama to relocate to our campus, requiring a complete overhaul of the building opposite the religious school. He provided leadership over the rebuilding of our offices, placement of new carpets, a complete redesign of our kitchens, and general beautification of our foyer, library, and the entry to our small sanctuary. Rick is our search and rescue, having on occasion had to go look for Jerome, and on at least one occasion for me, when I overslept and was not answering my phone. He makes that is true. He makes sure we are all safe, both members of Agudath Israel Etz Ahayem and our staff, which now includes a new member, Martha Morgan. On acts of loving kindness, Rick does all of these things because he has such love for us all and his community. He does all of this without needing anything in return, the true form of loving kindness. Rick, there have been many great presidents of our shul. You now sit amongst the giants that built this community. You should take pride in a job well done, living up to the principles you have learned about and found expression as these principles of Pirkei Avot express, on Torah, on serving God, on acts of loving kindness. And I want to leave you with this prayer. O Lord, give us fearless individuals to meet the trials of life with faith and vision, steadfast hearts and willing hands, people who dare to do the right and yield not truth to wealth or power. O Lord, give us righteous men and women, those who are just, those who are free, those who respond to their people's needs, who work together with resolute will to speed the approach of your kingdom on earth. O Lord, give us steadfast individuals like Joseph, who though great in the land, remembered his kinsmen in times of distress. We who seek out their people, offering the hand of kinship and kindness, of rescue and strength, who harbor no malice nor sanction, revenge, forbearing, forgiving, forgetting past wrongs, who contribute richly to the land of their birth, yet not forgetting Zion, Israel's ancient but modern land. O Lord, give us inspired individuals like Moses and Miriam, who hearken to your voice, revealing your eternal truths and teaching us your law. Lord, give us leaders faithful to your will, pathfinders through life's bewildering maze. Give us individuals to teach us, ones to make us know that Torah is a way of life and righteousness our goal. With such leaders to guide us, with faith shall never fail. Our faith shall never fail. Our courage never falter. Our future is assured. Shabbat Shalom. And I would like to now call up Joy Blondheim for a short presentation.
Shabbat Shalom. So Rick, look at this crowd. Don't you want to go one more year and we'll have another dinner next year? The rabbi pretty much said it all. What I had to say was very close to what Rabbi Kramer said. But ladies and gentlemen, we owe Rick Richburg such a debt of gratitude. And I hope that every time you see him, you will tell him thank you. He worked tirelessly, particularly during COVID. Rabbi Kramer, of course, led us religiously and spiritually in such a magnificent way and kept us going. But Rick, right along with Linda Simons, our fabulous office manager, who we will honor another time, but we love dearly. Rick, right along with Linda, kept us going day to day. And believe me, it really was day to day. And he did it with such warmth and such grace and such dignity. And Rick, we just appreciate everything so, so very much. As the rabbi said, we've never been more secure in this building. It is absolutely wonderful. Our facility, when people come from out of town, they are just blown away by what a beautiful facility we have. And that was, of course, as the rabbi said, under Rick's leadership, all of that remodeling and all that we did to secure our building. And now Rick is going to step down, but he's not going to step away. He's still going to be very active. He's already committed to overseeing our treasurer position, and of course he'll always be right in there with our security. So Rick, from the very bottom of our hearts, we thank you and we appreciate you, and we are so proud to be right there by your side and help you in anything that you want to do for this congregation or for the Jewish community. And the last thing I'll say is, unlike the last two presidents of this congregation, one being Joel Cohen and the other one being yours truly, we hope that your photo will go up on the president's wall very quickly. So, Rick, if you'll come up, we have a presentation. We hope that you will display this proudly. And this plaque reads, "Lovingly presented from a grateful congregation to Rick Richburg for your dedication, commitment, and loyalty as president of Agudath Israel Etz Ahayem Synagogue," with the dates. So Rick, thank you again for everything.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to leave this right here for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. It's been really a wonderful time. I've had the honor and pleasure to serve as the president here. It hadn't always been easy, but I've always had some help, and that I appreciate. Our executive board, I could not have done this without these people being by my side and helping me. Executive board was Linda Smith, Barbara Henmaker, Tina McManama, Dickie Blondheim, and Bert Shepard filled in to help us on some of the positions, but Bert said he couldn't be here tonight. So anyway, I don't know if he's sick, but I think he'll probably be here tomorrow.
He will.
Rabbi?
Oh, he will.
Our general board, Emily Allen Rosen, Fern Shinbaum, Elaine Kirkpatrick, Ira Kufferberg, Kathy Hess, Jeff McKinney, and Phil Ensler. And then our advisory board was Joy Blondheim, Gerald Labovitz, and Barry Ehrlich. So I also want to thank Linda Simon. Without her help, I could not have done half of what I accomplished here. She kept me organized, she kept me informed about everything that was going on here, and we made some decisions. I hope most of them were correct. I think they were. But thank you so much, Linda. You've just been a valuable asset for me, and we're going to really miss you. Also, I want to thank Jerome Lowry. Jerome has been available for things that everything I've asked him to do, he's done those things without any kind of complaint. He's never told me no. I've even had to call him after hours to come check to make sure there was no break-ins because we got false alarms for a lot of times. So, and Jerome came and he checked it and let me know. So I really appreciate him. I'm kind of overwhelmed by all the nice comments everybody made. I really appreciate it. And it made me feel really good, and I thank you for that. Some things that I was going to say, everybody's already said, so I'm going to say thank you so much for trusting me and giving me this great honor and opportunity to serve as president here. And the only other thing I want to say is that may God bless and protect you. May God grant you good health and peace. Thank you very much.
He deserves every one of those platitudes and more, and he deserves our thanks. And we've already recognized Linda Simons, whose last day was today. And our new secretary should work out really great. But Linda, I hope you're only a phone call away. I know Robin has always been. And we so appreciate both of you being here tonight. Well, let's get our service going so we can go eat. We'll continue page 39A. Please rise for the Baruch Hu, the call to worship. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Avoed. You may be seated. Baruch et Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rose light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzevaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. Mahavir yom mevi laila, mavdil ben yom uven laila Adonai Tzevaot Shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu l'olam voed. Baruch atah Adonai Hamari v'aravim. Page 40. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amchavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadita al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachveinu v'kumenu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam voed ki em chayenu b'orech yameinu uvahem menege yomam v'layla V'avatcha tasim imenu la'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ho'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinanatam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha Uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shachbecha v'kumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot beinecha uchtabtam nam zuzot beitecha uv'isharecha v'haya'im shamoa tishma'u el mitzvotai. Vayomer Adonai Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta lehem v'yasu lahem tzitzit al kanfei v'gdehem ledoratam v'natnu al tzitzit takana patil tachelet v'haya lachem letzitzit oritem oto uschartem et kol mitzvot Adonai va'asitem otam v'lo tatu racharei levavchem v'yacharei einechem ashetem zonim achareihem leman dizgaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kadoshim leloechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher Otzeiti Etechem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Leot Lachem Le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 43a. This is our enduring affirmation binding on us that Adonai is our God and there is none other, and we, Israel, are God's people. God is our sovereign, redeeming us from earthly rulers, delivering us from the hand of all tyrants, bringing judgment upon our oppressors and just retribution upon all our mortal enemies, performing wonders beyond understanding and marvels beyond all reckoning. God places us among the living, not allowing our steps to falter, and leads us past the false altars of our enemies, exalting us above all those who hate us. Adonai avenged us with miracles before Pharaoh and offered signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. God brought Israel from its midst to lasting freedom and led them through the divided waters of the Sea of Reeds as their pursuers and enemies drowned in the depths. God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name. Page 44. U'malchuto b'ratzon ki b'leihem Moshe u'Miriam u'vnei Yisrael chanishira B'simcha rabba v'yamaru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi chamocha nedor b'kodesh nora tehilot o seifele malchutecha ma'rahu v'necha bokiyam lifnei Moshe zeli anu v'yamaru Adonai imloch le'olam voed v'nehemar kifada Adonai et Yaakov u'gulod miyad chazak mimenu baruch Adonai ka'al Yisrael. Page 45. Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate, ensuring our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us. over all the people of Israel and over Jerusalem. We rise, page 46. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam barit olam. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba b'yoma divrach yirutei v'yamlech malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uv'izman koriv v'meru amen. Yesh merabba mevorach le'olam ne'ol me'ol maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richo leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yoma v'meru amen. We remain standing for the silent Amidah, our silent meditation, pages 47 through 52. Pray in Hebrew, pray in English, or pray in the best prayer of all, the prayer of the heart. You may be seated when you have finished. Shalom Rav O Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav O Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael b'chol eit uv'chol sha'a bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam, tasim leolam. And we turn to page 56. We rise as the ark is open for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol ateit gedula. Yosef Rishit Shalo Asan Kugoye Aratzot Velo Samanu Kamishmachot Hadama Shalo Sam Chelkenu Kahem Vigor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam Vanachnu Korim Umishtachavim Umodim Lifnei Melech Malchei Amlakim Lakadosh Baruch Hu She'unotei shamayim v'yosed haaretz u'Moshe v'yikara b'shamayim imah u'shchinatu zo b'gavei meromim u'Eloheinu emet mokeinu evazulato kakatu b'torato V'yadat hayom v'hashivota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim imal v'yal haaretz mitachat ein od al kein k'velach Adonai Eloheinu li'rot b'tifech aduzecha Lagin galulim mina art ha'elilim karab yikaretum L'takin olam mimalchut shaddai v'chol b'nei vaser yikru v'shmecha L'havno le'lecha kori she'aretz yakir v'yedu kol yosher devel Ki lecha tichra kol berech tishava kol hashon L'fanecha Adonai Eloheinu yichro yipol V'lichro shimcha yikayitenu V'kablu cholam et o machuchecha Tim loch aleihem herlam vohed Ki amachot shelcha yiu lameh Atim loch bechavod Kakatu b'toretecha Adonai imloch leolam vohed V'ne'emar k'vay Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz Bayom mahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated. This week we will observe yahrzeits for Samuel Botko, Harry Feinstein, Mar Stern, Ann Aronovitz, Joe Byrne, Karen Weinstein, Sultana E. Capilouto, Robert Thresher, Isaac Drower, Ray Katz-Waller, Olga Franco, and Louise Blondheim. Those observing yahrzeit and those who mourn, please rise and join me, page 58, for the Kaddish Tome, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba, Bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'zman kari v'maru amen, Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'alam olmei maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha barichu, Leilam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran b'yoma v'yimaru amen, Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen. O se shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imaru. Amen. You may be seated. Again, thank you all for joining us for this auspicious occasion on giving our appreciation to Rick Richburg. We cannot thank you enough. In a moment, we will enjoy a wonderful dinner that was prepared by the following: Linda Smith, Amy Leibovitz, Chris Ginsberg, Emily Allen, Jimmy Smith, CJ. Is CJ here? No. There he is. Betty Ziri and Fern Schindbaum. Thank you so much. This is great. We had one of these dinners a few years ago before the pandemic, I think. This is really, really a wonderful dinner. And thank you all for putting all of this together. And thank you all for being here and enjoying our dinner afterwards. Services will continue tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Tomorrow evening, the Alabama Community Virtual Havdalah will meet at 8:30 p.m. via Zoom as we celebrate the end of Shabbat. The office will be closed on Tuesday in observance of the 4th of July. And of course, our family is going to enjoy Monday, July 3rd, because that is whose birthday? Daphne, who just disappeared under the chair. Okay. So we will go ahead and complete our service on page 211 with Adon Olam. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa v'chefso kol Azay melech shemo nikra Adon Olam v'yacharei kichlot takol levado yimloch nara Adon Olam v'hu aya v'hu oveh v'hu yeh b'tifara Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa v'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra Adon Olam v'hu echad v'yein sheni laham shelo lahachbira Adon Olam beli reshit beli tachlit v'lo oz v'hamisra Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa v'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra Adon Olam v'hu eli v'chai goali v'tzor chavli b'yetzara Adon Olam v'hu nisi umanosli minat kosi b'yom mikra Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa v'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra Adon Olam biyado afkid ruchi b'yetishan v'yaira Adon Olam V'maruchi geviati. Adona liva lo ira. Adona lam. Asher malach. B'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa. V'chefso kol. Azai melech shemo nikra Adonolam. Shabbat shalom. As we go into the social hall, find a table to sit at. We're going to do motzi and kiddush together. Okay? Shabbat shalom.